October is a very special month for us at Empower. We are launching our third edition of Empower by Amber Foundation. The program consists of a series of leadership workshops and networking opportunities for ethnic minority university women, designed and conducted by experienced professionals to enable them to develop their network, business skills, personal skills. So this is the third year that we are running this program, and we are very, very excited. We are even more excited today to have with us Lily, who's originally from New Delhi, who grew up in Hong Kong. And she started this YouTube last year, and that's how I ran into her, by sharing her points of view towards different cultures as a Hong Kong Indian. Welcome, Lily. Thank you so much for taking the time off to do this with us.
Thank you so much for having me. So my name is NewDellily. So I was born and brought up in Hong Kong, but my parents are they were in India and then they moved to Hong Kong. So Hong Kong is my home. That's why I wanted to start making a video to educate people, because all my friends around me are all local people. I went to a local school. I studied in a school called Rosary Hill. So all my teachers and all the classmates were all Chinese. At the beginning, I encountered some difficulties in terms of talking to them, communicating with them. And today, after 20 something years in Hong Kong, I think that there's a lot of Indians and we have such a beautiful culture that I love using my strength in speaking Cantonese to just share with everyone.
Sounds fantastic. So if I can just ask you, what drove you to become who you are today? What were your motivations?
I think my biggest motivation are my parents. They are my biggest supporter. They always, because my mom cannot speak Cantonese, and she saw the struggle of living in Hong Kong and not being able to communicate with people. So she wanted her kids to know how to communicate with people, to know in terms of, education and in terms of career, that having a language strength is something that you need. So I think they're my biggest supporter, my biggest motivation. Besides from that, I think also my friends around me, they've always been, my rock. They've always been able to support me. Even if I get any backlash from anyone, they will be the first ones to just stand up for me. So I think just people around me are the biggest motivation.
That's great to hear. And as a parent, that's even better to hear. What interferences, internal and external, did you have to deal with to get where you are today?
So I think external mainly is, obviously, even though a lot of people in Hong Kong are very accepting of different cultures, there are times that there are a lot of stereotypical messages or views that they see, and they would have this misunderstanding about our culture. And there's a lot of times, maybe in school or in jobs, people would just think that because I'm Indian, I do think certain way, or I'm not easy to blend into their culture. So these are all external facts that I would always encounter. And I think it did cause me to, sometimes question my own identity. Being an Indian in Hong Kong, is Hong Kong really my home? But at the end of the day, I just stood up for myself, just speak up, and here I am today.
And that's fantastic that you were able to go past that and establish a brand for yourself. So if you, let's say, I'm assuming this is what you do as a day job. Am I right?
No, I actually started another, I work in a magazine company as well. So I do events as a full-time job. And this is just something I do as a freelance. I think to have a career path, obviously this is an amazing career path to have, but I think having a stable career path is also important. I love making videos. I love, educating people about Indian culture, but at the same time, I think I also want to be doing something when I'm not doing this on the side as well.
That's great to hear. I think that talks about sustaining professionally and financially. So that's great to hear.
Yeah.
So if you keep doing what you're doing right now, both in the magazine event space and your YouTube videos over the, let's say, next 5 years, and I think this is one of those questions you don't ask in these times, but
yeah.
What does success look like for you?
Um, for me, I think mainly I want Hong Kong to be a place where um, you don't get questioned about your culture, or you don't get misunderstood because of where you come from or what your background is. I just think I wish in 5 years Hong Kong is whatever your skin color is, you go out and you get equality just as you do with other local people. If you're going for a job, if you're getting into a school, just it does not matter what your skin color is, you should be given equal rights. And I want to see that in Hong Kong in the future. And I hope my videos are helping people understand more about, how beautiful every culture is.
That's
I think
fantastic.
that's, I know in terms of that, that's not successful in a financial or professional thing, but I think in my heart, I want that to happen.
That's great. That's fantastic. So you've already mentioned, maybe touched about it a little bit, but what is the one thing that you wish everybody knows about the ethnic minority community in Hong Kong?
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people think that ethnic minority, this term means that, we are below people, or, we've come from um, another country. So Hong Kong is not our home. A lot of people misunderstood that. But I have come among so many ethnic minorities in Hong Kong that truly believe that Hong Kong is the place they want to stay for the long term. There's so many people that have been here for 3 generations or over that actually consider Hong Kong as their home. And if they go back to, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, wherever, they don't feel like that's their home because they only go to visit their family. So I hope that people actually understand that we do consider Hong Kong as our home, and we have a place in our, like a really deep place in our heart for Hong Kong. And I just hope people understand that.
That's good. And, because we are doing this Empower
Mm-hmm.
program, and we've got all these amazing girls with
Yeah.
great dreams and aspirations, what is the
Mm-hmm.
one thing that you want to tell our girls based on your journey? And I know it's continuous, it's not something that's
Yeah.
over. What is the one thing that you want to tell our girls?
I think the main thing I would like to tell is I personally think as a girl, as a woman, I'm so much more stronger than any man out there. Like I just think we need to understand that we are stronger than anyone. We can be who we want. And obviously, since I was growing up, I would not get bullied a lot, but I did have people, who would look down on me or just think that I'm not ever going to be successful. I'm not going to get where I am, or I cannot go further. But I think those people, you shouldn't listen to them, because partly they might be insecure or jealous. So just keep going and you will get there one day. Never give up on your dreams, and always be surrounded by people who give you positivity. That's most important, because people around you, your family, your friends, if they believe in you, it will make you believe in yourself as well.
That's a great message to leave them. Believe in yourself and use the ecosystem well to harness your
Yes.
strengths. Thank
Yes,
you so
for
much.
sure.
Thank you so much, Lily. Really enjoyed this conversation and hope to see you in the program in one of the sessions talking directly to the girls.
I would love to. I really would.